Hello guys. So let's talk about the internet and search engines. So because we're doing online classes for the moment, we're going to pause what we were doing just before we broke up there. And yes, so our next topic is search engines. Let's just read through this bit together here. The internet is a worldwide system of computer networks connecting millions of computers. Users from one computer can communicate and access data with permission from other computers. So there's two really interesting videos I'm going to link you to, so you can check them out if you'd like. You can find them on the PowerPoint or in the line group. There's so much information on the internet. As of January 2020, there were more than 1,700 million websites on the internet. This figure keeps changing every minute as some become obsolete and many more are created. And yeah, I mean, you yourselves can create, or more your mum and dad can create websites yourselves, which is really exciting and cool. Since there's so much information on the internet, how do we search for some specific information? Now, specific, that means the exact one that you want, okay? So not just any dog, but my specific dog. Most of the information on the internet can be found using search engines. A search engine is software that helps us search for information on the internet based on our queries. Well, when we say it helps us search for information, it searches for web pages with that information in it, which is very slightly different, but is a distinction I would make. But yes, I know you've all used many search engines before. Can you think of a couple of search engines? This one here says search, but I think the colors it uses is giving us a clue. What do you think that could be? Well, yeah, that's pretending to be Google, right? There are many different search engines. If we perform a specific search with each of them, they will give similar but not identical results. Here is a list of search engines and their website addresses. So we've got Google, www.google.com, Yahoo, that's one you might not have used, that's a bit old, but still there. Bing, that's the default search engine for Microsoft products. But you can always use Google instead if you'd like. I think there's definitely pros and cons of Google and Bing. But yeah, so these are some search engines. I'm sure you're familiar with many others. So the next part, we're talking about keywords. So keywords, we will need to type in the keywords or phrases in the search engines to search for web pages that have the relevant information. It is better to use specific keywords. For example, so this is when you're making a search on Google or Yahoo or Bing or whatever. You can type an entire question if you'd like, but sometimes it's better to use keywords, and keywords are how the search engine itself looks for what you want. And you can check out the video on code.org that I've linked you for more on that. But that's a very interesting video, I've got to say. If you're looking for information on the K-pop group BTS, enter BTS rather than K-pop or Korean boy group. So if you can be specific, if you can use more particular words, do. You don't need to write in or of, and, but, the, when you're typing keywords. It doesn't need to be a grammatically correct sentence. You're just putting in the words you're interested in, and use the simplest form of the words. Okay? So, yeah, that's a basic breakdown of how we use keywords. So let's do an example here. So let's say I want to find, let's zoom in a little bit so it's a little bit easier here. Yeah, so sometimes we don't need to use a very specific keyword. So here I've said, what happens if there were no, what would happen if there were no internet? And with questions like that, often there are other people who have asked that question, and you can get to those answers right away, or websites that ask that type of thing. Maybe I want to find out about where can you stay in Surin. So I could say, where is nice to stay in Surin? And it will do a lot of the work for us here. Or I could be more specific and say places to stay in Surin, or you can just say Surin, and yeah, so we can try and be specific with our key words. Okay, so I'm going to let you go away just now, guys, and I've got 2 videos for you to watch. Both of them are very short, and then when you've done that, can you complete the Google form that I've made, and I will send you a link to. Let's have a look at that just now. So, what is a search engine? Just type your answer in here. Name as many search engines as you can. Keywords are parts of a search engine that can help us. Which of the following would be good keywords for searching for information about the price of a PS4? Okay, so just go through this. It's very short. Fill in some answers, and for this section, can you type the keywords you would use if you wanted to search for this information? Okay? Yeah. Okay. If you've got any questions, just give me a shout, guys. All right.